Hey everyone, and welcome back to my ongoing Minecraft series, My Forever World, Wogotopia. Last episode, we ended up building a really cool little dock area here for going out and exploring with our boats, and I ended up really liking the way that this looked. But I was kind of talking about maybe doing like a small like fishing hut or something that goes right down through here. But I think that is what we're going to be working on this episode. So we'll be doing like a beginning hut because I kind of want to slowly start working on this whole little area down here is kind of something I like. I did add off screen. I did add these right here as like a railing to keep you from walking in over there, and I ended up really liking the way that closed that off. Still gives you a spot where you can come over and fish technically, but I think in this episode we're gonna maybe build a small fishing hamlet, or like the start of a small fishing hamlet, maybe like right, I was thinking like maybe right here on this little peninsula. So let's get started with that. So I kind of want maybe a small area of like a dock that's similar to that, but maybe not quite the same. But I think we start with getting an axe so that we can strip some of this lumber that we got. Yeah, I have an axe right here. I'm gonna grab that and probably do oak because I do want it just a little bit darker area. If we had some dark oak, that would be really what I was looking for, but you know, can't always get what you want. I think we start maybe like right in here. Maybe get it to where the entrance comes in, coming down the dock area, possibly. Like maybe right here. We build maybe something like we can do a double, so we can do maybe something right here, and have a little house that goes over the top of maybe the top of that. We have that, and then I guess that's two. Maybe something kind of like this. It could be just one, but with us being a two, I think that would look nice, like kind of like that. There will be like a method to the madness a little bit. We'll kind of just get these things set up. I don't even necessarily know how big I want this to be. But for now, I think we'll use dirt, and then we'll come back and fill it in with like some cobble, or maybe something like that. I almost want it to have like a step up, maybe. Maybe we'll go one step up and then have like another small like dock that goes out over to here, maybe. And then maybe a small bridge that goes towards the mines. You know, they say as a child I yearned for the mine. I'm thinking something more. We have one, maybe something to kind of blend this together a little bit. If I should do, see what the stone bricks look like. Be something like that on the bottom. And we can make a door. Actually, we'll do a step up. Maybe make the steps out of that. I wonder, can you make mossy? I'm sure you can. Let's go see if we can do that, because I think I have some. Let's see if we can make the moss covered. Just grab a few of these just to see. Be very nice if we. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. Yeah, we should probably. That would look really nice down towards the water like that. Let's see how that looks. Or maybe we alternate them. Ooh, I do like that. That is quite nice. Get some mossy bricks here. I'm thinking we do like maybe one here and then. Dude, I thought I already slept. It's gonna just come back and hit me. Okay. Let's do this before we get sniped. Nice. Okay, now they shouldn't bother us for a minute. Let's go see if we can grab some. I was about to say, I was like, is it still attacking me? My moss has not grown yet, but I wonder if I can. If you can bone meal moss to grow. Or not moss, but the. You cannot. Go out from here. Nope. Oh, it was worth a shot. Probably go and start feeding our animals again. Then maybe we could since I have that other stuff growing, go ahead and take all that off and make the bricks that I want to make. Here we got at least 5 of them. That's something. Walk across my... Take some damage. Nope. I was thinking maybe doing something where we have this here, and then maybe a window that goes in here. And we do that here, and then take this out. And then we kind of do the same thing, like here, window, here, and then wood. We can make window panes. Maybe we could even do like half brick, and then we could window pane that. But if we have it where it's a step up, might go ahead and just do these on the bottom, and then we can have a step up and then a window. We can always decorate around the edges of this. Be kind of nice. Ends up turning into a fairly substantial house. I do like the way that that looks though, and I can put the regular ones of those on top of that. Let's try that. I think so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take damage every time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I should go one lower than that. And then the fifth one would be the where the roof line starts. Something more like that. I could do windows right here. This is where I find trouble is in building like houses and stuff. I'm not the best at building houses. We could have an overhang that kind of brings this together. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That. It'd be really cool. We could build a little area to fish inside the house too. That'd be kind of fun. I was thinking around the whole side of this, we build some sort of dock, kind of like this over here, but maybe a little bit more, like for just sitting, stuff like that. I think that would look kind of nice. Then maybe just do a pathway here with dirt, kind of like, whoop, kind of like this. And then you could, we have to go make a hoe. Might as well bring one of these over here. How do you? Oh, okay. It's not this. It's a shovel, not a hoe. Never a hoe, always a shovel. See, I think that looks pretty good. And then we could maybe put stuff kind of has some green in it, so maybe we can kind of sneak that underneath there. That. Yeah. I wonder if we could do. I almost want to mix match some of this being cobble as well, because I do have some of this as cobble. See what that looks like. Looks pretty good, actually. Same over here, do like one cobble. Learning how all this stuff works again is has been a lot of fun. that. We can do another here, and have to knock all this stuff out of here eventually. Speaking of which, go ahead and just fill this in. To wait and get some more of that. I wonder if every one of these, though, needs to be... Because moss wouldn't grow on every one of them. So if we did something like this... and didn't do it on every one of them. Like maybe did... like a normal block here. And then we do... I don't know if I like the way that that looks with the two on the inside like that. I'd almost want to bring this in one. Just so that it didn't have that extra... It'd be a pretty thin house at that point, though. I wonder... Because then in like a place like here, you could do... I wonder if I should have skipped to... Oh, it won't look like that because I'm doing a step up on those. Okay, that makes sense. That was kind of what was throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, this will make a nice little fishing house. I could even make a little, probably should put a few torches down so stuff doesn't start spawning next to me. I do have a few of these now, so I can kind of keep up what I was doing. I go... Boom. That... That... You kind of want... be another normal right here. Then maybe out the back I can have another step down. Do something. So we'll add some steps to that in a little while. Wonder, will it be too big? Because I don't want the house to get too big down here. No, it should look Should look alright. My house will take up most of this top platform here. We can add the rest of our stuff to this. 35. I might have to go and add is one thing I'll try to get better at is maybe explaining myself as I'm doing stuff, because it does get not confusing, but for me it's hard to like state what I'm actually thinking about doing. Like right here, I'm going to build like an outer ring that's kind of like its own separate see, I'm doing it right now, like a dock, but more of like for the person that's like living here, or the business or whatever. If I found a village, I could try to get a villager in here that is like a fishing villager. Okay, then right here I can go maybe out like that. I hear the drowned. Two of them, huh? Nice. And then I can add a like a bunch of different stuff to the outside too. On both sides I'll add fencing and kind of maybe start doing the fencing around that, but I need more wood. What's up, guys? Nice to see you. I could bring a little have a little fishing dog down here. I think with this one mostly being those guys are annoying. I wonder how you keep the drown away. So slow. We'll kind of have to work on this a little bit, because I don't quite know like how I'm gonna make this entrance work, and I could do it where there's just smaller section. Might look a little nicer too. But I have a feeling it feels just a little big. I don't know though. It looks pretty all right. I kind of wanted just a little bit of a steeper roof on it though, and that would kind of help me out a little bit with that. I know this is probably annoying for people, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. See how that looks. But I do think it'll look better, and then I won't have that awkward like little area right there in between those. And I can always add like a little porch out in front of it instead of the steps. Something more like that. Then maybe right here we'll do something like this, where it's just single wide. It might look a little nicer. kind of what I'm thinking. And then we can just go back in and do our... Let's try this. I know I just said that. I'm trying to think of kind of how I want it to look. I'll give them credit. The people who do this and make the better the only reason I'm doing this is because right now I'm have nothing else to do. So I would be doing this kind of stuff anyway. So this just kind of helps me get through stuff, which is what it's all about. That right here. There we go. We can do kind of like that. Break our legs immediately. Now we can try doing something more like this. That. I love the mobs burning in the background while I'm trying to do this. This is so nice. Let's do there. That. What should have done? That and yeah, that goes. Have that come out there. Do here. And cobble. And we can come up. How's that gonna work? I have my two windows here. Maybe this whole base should be wood, or should be stone. Besides the upright area. These two little uprights. Be something more like this. Oop. I am liking that better already. Here, off this back part, we can do the same kind of thing. It was like that was clutch. And open the water. Now let's get these stripped. almost want to take this off because that is kind of annoying that I can't just do that. It wants to pick up the shield. Okay, that's looking pretty good. This can be moved. Then maybe we do some regular cobble. Like so. Maybe do something like that. I wonder what the tuff would look like instead. The tuff kind of has a greenish tint to it. About that. Trying to think like the best way to make this look. I do like the cobble on it. Then we can do maybe another. Get too high here. Maybe up next to that we can put some regular stripped birch. Kind of like, I don't know, something like this. Don't know if I... Looks alright. And then we could have the overhang from... That would be... The windows would have to be one more high. We could technically do 3 high windows, or I could put a piece of... I don't want to go... If we went too high with those, then I could put a piece there and then have a window, which I think that's what I'm going to do. Do that, then there. See how that looks going back like this. Oh yeah, see, I like that a lot better. Oh yeah, that looks good. Is my glass still in here? It is. Let's get some of our building materials moved back out for a second. I do need, I have that. Can you make panes of glass with, I think you have to go all the way around it and then make, you make the colored glass. Yellow would actually be a nice little color for down there. Because it already kind of has a yellow tinge to it, but with the spruce. Grab some of that. I might need just a different type of material for that in-between spot. Like on the cobble, maybe do. I still have stone. Now I turned it all into. I wonder what it does. Tough make. Oops. It does. Polished tough wall. Let's see how that looks. And then we can make. Let's do this real quick. $16 panes of that. And then I'm gonna have 40 yellow glass. Oh yeah, that's cute. I like that. Is it too dark though? It is a little dark. Maybe for like holding up the roof it would look good, but like underneath here I think it needs to match a little bit better. Maybe even just doing like something like I need to get some more food. Like planks on the outside might look even a little better. Something like that. Then planks on the outside. Oh, yeah, that might work. And then we could do a planter box out in front of it, like right here. And then on the inside, as the step up, and you have a nice little window. Ah, see? I like that. Let's kind of do the same thing over here. We'll kind of alternate it though, so it's not the same. We'll do that. And here. And here. It's cool that it only lays it down in one line like that. We'll see if we like that color of glass or not. It's different. I like that it's a different color. Work on probably made way too many of them though. That's the only thing that was kind of I was like, oh wait, why'd I do that? Yeah, it's all right. We'll be able to find use for it eventually. I think the yellow though matches kind of some of the other yellows and stuff that we have in there. Maybe adding maybe that cobbled deep slate for some support beams would actually be kind of nice. That does look nice. I think we do oak for the main area. Go. Have a very full inventory. I wonder if it'd be too much oak for the outside of it. I almost wish that I had a different colored tree, but I have not gone and explored for that yet. So for now, this just might have to be how it do be though. I think we start by doing an outer, kind of like Maybe down one from that. Something like... The overhang here... No, because that's going to block. So, one more high. That is very annoying. Just start building some scaffolding. I can even extend that out, I think, by using a... God, that is so freaking annoying. Something like that. Then bring that out. 2. And then start from there going up. There we go. Now I need to get up there, actually. Yeah, that'll look good. If it was wide enough, I could almost put a second floor up there, but obviously I'm not going to do that. Obviously I'm not going to put a second floor up there. That should be it right there. Do the same thing over on this side. I wanted a steeper roof for this than what my other building is going to be. Oops. There we go. Hopefully that's not too big. Gonna see how it looks. We'll take a step back and make sure everything is lining up all right. Looks to be. Not gonna have enough for this though. Might be like 1 short or 2 short. Let's see what this roof looks like from down here, and kind of start getting our judge of that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll need a little fireplace down there too. Oh yeah, I like that kind of the top heavy look that it's got. I think having the tough block be supporting though for the sides of it might look kind of nice. Especially once we get that other part on there. I was thinking about maybe doing like a cobble or like a tile for the roof so that it would look kind of like like a tiled roof. Let's grab some more, just a few more of these. I don't have anything for that. The chiseled looks really cool. Chiseled tough, and then the so both of those tough bricks. So wait, cobble can't. Oh, it's just stone that can be turned into the. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to get some more deep slate. This deep slate is looks really nice, and it would match my it would match this over here. Which I even could do a dorite. That would look kind of nice. Can you make a polished dorite stair? Can. That might look kind of good, and it would kind of go with that lighter feel that that's got over there. Let's see. Let's see if we like that or not. We can adjust it if we don't. I wonder though if I should do dorite slabs instead so that the roof doesn't get too bulky looking. Because then I could just slab, that kind of thing. Let's get this finished first. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, this might actually look kind of nice. Oh man. Unfortunate. Hey, I just got a message from a viewer who happens to be my cousin. He's watching some of the Minecraft videos I've been posting. So hopefully he's enjoying those. I hope you guys are enjoying all this stuff too. That it's been a lot of fun. He said he's watching it at 1x speed. That's sick. Let's see. Yeah, it does look. I'm liking the way that this is looking. We'll have to kind of adjust the inside a little bit, just because it looks a little rough on the inside. But I do like the way the dorite looks, and it ties in with this over here. But I think we should go ahead and keep. Yeah, that's nice. I like the way that looks. My name fuck. I want to text him back, but I'm currently crafting. I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm currently crafting. I don't even think I made enough for doing this. I could cap it off with a slab actually. That might look nice. Just don't want to get too bulky on the top. That's like one of the biggest problems I have with doing houses in Minecraft is that I ended up making them too bulky. Like even this one has a bit of a top heavy feel to it, which is it's not bad. It's just not, you know, there's people that are way better at me than building. I should say. Most of the stuff I do though is it's for the I say that I can't even place stairs. Most of the stuff I do is just for the fun of it. I like building like the little stories of like what they would actually be using this for. I think we should do cross beams of the oak and have them go back this direction so that you have supporting beams on both sides. That might look pretty neat. And then I did want to... We should just go ahead and make the rest of these diorite stairs. We can always go down and get more of them. And then we can make our... We did oak. So let's do some oak slabs for the top. Make sure that I have enough. You really could add... I like that down at the bottom though. We'll add a little overhang as well right here with like a secondary roof. I think that would look really nice. I desperately need to get some scaffolding. This is brutal doing the dirt. I'm going to need more than 12, I think. Oh yeah, I'm going to need a lot more. Whoops. I wonder with it being the top one, I don't think stuff will hang from it, which is kind of unfortunate. I knew I would have to have more of those. Brutal. I think building some really nice little planter boxes would be cool. I wish I had bamboo because I really like the bamboo trapdoors or planter boxes because they're like super ornate. Oh yeah, that's looking good. It's looking real nice. Let's get some more of these. And then I think I'm going to grab 60 of those. I think the uncut uncut oak will look nice. But if so, we can strip that oak. Yeah, it looks all right. Not my favorite look, so we'll probably end up stripping it. Oops. Dang it. That's annoying. There we go. Back up there and see if we can get this looking the way I want it to before we end the episode. I don't want to say end the episode before we figure this out. Aha, that looks nice. I like that. A little overhang. I can add another. If we can do... Not really. That looks good though. I like that. Now the real question is let's get the inside of this looking a little bit more like what we want. because these are too dark. So we're going to definitely pull those down. Definitely going to have... I want the two doors here, so we'll have that here. Then maybe do some more glass here. So... see how that looks. It's a little one-noted looking, but I do like the roof line. The roof line looking good. Actually, I really like the way that the roof looks. I do wish the outside wood was just a little bit of a different color, but we can adjust that a little bit later on. I did want to make like a slight overhang that comes off of here that we can build at a different point. So we'll get that taken care of. Now let's figure out what we want to do with these inside parts right here. I almost want to try like even doing something like maybe we could have stone up there to kind of give it a little bit more of a grounded look. No pun intended. Something like so. Marble. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You like that. Kind of helps make it a little darker in here too, which is nice. Let's do that same thing on this other side. I need to add maybe a little something to that top part of that. You could almost build like a small loft. But around the back I want something completely different, so maybe we'll get that built real quick. Going around with this. Because around the windows I want a full planter box, so we'll kind of go up to here and then probably go ahead and do the outline for that. Something maybe like that. I could do roses too, so that yellow and red would look really nice together. Do something like this. And then what I can do is I wonder if I could build maybe the planter box should go all the way across that. See what that looks like. Yeah, that looks nice. get some doors on this bad boy. I am out of space. Definitely gonna throw away that. Yeah, that looks nice. I could even kind of close this in. And then maybe put... I probably actually could do that. It would look pretty nice. Might give me a little bit more space to actually like build a small little area as well, kind of over back in here. Let's see what that would look like. I do really enjoy the way that that looks. And then this coming out this direction, and maybe having that bridge going right over here. We can definitely grab... I want this 3 wide. Even at the corners. And I think I'm going to do iron bars around this so that it has a little bit more of like an industrial feel to it. Might even be a good spot for my little first starter house. Yeah, I think we close this off and don't necessarily do like as big of an area, but maybe do like... Let's get... I got too many options. I got too much to think about here. Let's get this door put down. I want that right here. I don't want that right there. That's awesome. I want, let's put this over here so I can make some space. Let's get some... some of this. Oops. Build a little area that comes out. Like that. And then down. There we go. And then I can go make some fireplaces for the rest of that after I get these done. It's crazy to me how loud people's cars are. Like, it's insane how loud people's cars are. There we go. Put out another one of those. use up the rest of this. You know, remember, all this wood was from when we were clearing the island at the very beginning, so that's what happens. You get, you think that it's just like this obnoxious thing, but it does come back to help in the long run. There we go. I need to make some fireplaces with coal. I think you could probably see that when I did that. That's funny. Let's get the planter box put in over here now. So should look really nice once I get the this little thing should have a little place to cook. Make a little spot out the back, a little outdoor kitchen area to cook some fish. That might be kind of sick. We could even put something like these down. These birch leaves. We only had 8 of them, and it would be a different color. Let's see what that would look like. Well, it's not the best. I know you can add. What if we did like a small awning of these out in the front? Did something like that. That'd probably be way too. I don't know. That actually looks kind of all right. We could just go from there up. I think it would block the window, but maybe something. Oops. Man, how did I do that before? Maybe it's on the outside edge. Nope. Yeah, that looks pretty nice actually. I don't want it to cover up my. That's the rest of the door, right? How do you make campfires? You need coal and logs and sticks. So we have that. There's literally always something to do this. Let's get a bucket of lava. Put in there. Then 6 of those. And if we mess this up, we ruin the whole, well, not the whole thing, but see if these connect. They don't. The real question is, how do you turn these off? Is it with these? Nope. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I can at least make a spot with a little fireplace or something. I don't know how I'm gonna, unless I just literally box it in with the rest of the dorite, which I don't have. Nice. I think there's some dorite that's like up near the top over here, so we might just go over there real quick and grab that before it turns to night. Oh yeah, that's looking really nice over there. Starting to get a little stuffy. There's actually currently a winter storm when I'm at the time of recording this, so it's gotten very cold. Let's go right over here and just grab this stuff from the top. And like listen to some Minecraft music on a snowy day. I'm gonna have to start getting some more food cooked as well. But now that I have a lava farm, I don't have to worry about any kind of food. Oh, look at that! It's starting to look... It's got a little spot. Look at this, guys. Aww. We have a little home starting to take shape. That's what it's all about. Even though it's taken us a long time to get here, when we do get here, it's gonna be awesome. I think we could maybe even build a small, maybe a small little fireplace in there. I think that would look kind of cool. And it would give us a little bit of motion. I'm not seeing enough motion. Not seeing enough movement. That ain't too bad. See what it looks like from the top here. It does kind of make me want to plant some sort of leaves on top of it. I'm a sucker for putting the leaves on things. A lot of my stuff gets overgrown and I don't think I can make it over it. I cannot. Immediately fall. Let's get up there and see if we can these leaves put up on top of here. Interesting. So I wonder if we do... Yeah, I kind of like that. That's not too bad for now. We want to build some sort of chimney or something. It does need some sort of chimney. Maybe off this back corner. Maybe build... We could even build just a nice little cobble chimney right through here. Because you could have cobble here. I don't think fires will light. It's only lava that lights things on fire, so we don't really have to necessarily worry as much about like stuff catching fire. We could do something like this. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this so that it kind of follows the same rules as the rest of the house. Maybe that. Almost makes me wonder if the I can figure out. There it is. It is site. Let's get that. See about these. That's cool. It drops little leaves. Kind of a neat little particle effect. A lot harder than it should be, I think. Maybe I'm just stupid, which is highly likely. So that doesn't look too bad. I think if we do... I will have to get some more stone here pretty soon too. Starting to run out of stone. Oops, why am I doing that? Starting to get tired, I guess. This is the third one of these I've done today, so I'm kind of starting to feel it a little bit. Should get rid of this. Do that. We can have... I still have my axe. I do not. I have to use up some of this stuff. Go something like that. For now, at least. Do want to put like a little something on the top. That's a pretty lazy looking little fireplace. That can always be changed. What's important though is we got that most of that outside of that building done. I say that. Hopefully oh yeah, see that looks really nice. I think I can put a fire near the top of that and it would make it look a little bit better. Because with it being so close to the water, it's going to get cool. So if I put like a fire right there, should be nice. Is looking pretty dang good. Especially for now. Now I can go grab my my door and we will put that have a little step down there, so I'll put my door right there. Grab the door. Definitely want to do a better job with the fireplace. Probably should put that up one more. That here. For now, we can just have that. I want to knock that down just a little bit. Let's go up and you know what we could do is we could actually build a small chimney with some of the leftover wood that we got. We can do actually with this 12, and we can those. Throw away that rotten flesh. And we can make More of those. Should look pretty good too. Give it more of a look that I wanted to go for. Go there, will it? I'll have to push it up one. That way it won't mess with my roof. That, and then we can this. Put these back. Oh, I did that and I put it in the wrong. I should have broken that. Yeah, we can go real quick and make another one. The real question is if I break this, it's probably gonna... Nope. That will stay. Let's go grab... Go make another campfire real quick. So I need coal, so I need 3 sticks. Campfire. This is the way I play this game too, by the way. I just like, it is full on, just like anytime I'm thinking of something, I'm like, oh, I want to do that now. That kind of looks like bricks too, which is kind of what I've been wanting to go with. And then we can do boom. Here we go. That'll keep mobs from spawning on the roof, and it'll look like a chimney. Oh yeah, that looks great. And I can always change that in the future. Oh, that looks so nice. Well, we got this little area started at least. Looks like we're gonna have to get a lot more stuff to complete it. You know, what I really should do is get some moss blocks. Figure out a way to get some moss. But for now, pretty good episode. We got our little house started, our little fishing shack with all of our stuff. We got a lot more to do, but it's starting to come along. So, just thanks for bearing with me, and we'll slowly make progress on this, and it'll eventually start turning into something really cool. So, thanks for stopping by. See ya.